Hey, what's up guys? And in this video today, I'll be showing you guys my Destiny Hero deck profile. I made a video about this before, but I basically bought 3 legendary hero decks and basically decided to, each set comes with 3 decks, and I decided 3 copies of each deck to kind of mix together the best cards from each deck, and along with some cards I have in my collection to create some pretty fun to play just decks. So for this one, I'll be showing you guys my Destiny Hero deck, and I'll have future videos coming out with my Phantom Knights deck and my Aesir Nordic deck. But yeah, as I said before, this video will be focusing on my Destiny Hero deck. So without further ado, let me jump into it. So to start off with 3 copies of Destiny Hero Drill Dark. This card is a really great card just to get more of your Destiny Hero monsters out on the field. Each set of the Legendary Hero decks comes with 2 Drill Darks. So I just pulled another Drill Dark from another set that I got. Very useful card, as I said before, to get more Destiny Heroes onto the field. Its effect reads, this card is normal or special summoned. You can special summon 1 Destiny Hero monster from your hand with attack less than or equal to this card's attack onto the field. And then it does piercing damage as well, which is just kind of like an added bonus. So just a really great card to have. Good to run 3 of them. It can be especially useful for getting your Destiny Hero Malicious onto the field. And once he leaves the field, you can get another Malicious fairly easily using that Malicious's effect in the graveyard. So next off in the deck, we are running triple Dcube. So I have a secret rare version of the card here, but each set comes with 3 copies of the common Dcube, which is what I have of the other 2. So you'll have an abundance of D-Cubes. It's just a really good card for an extra special summon onto the field. So you can link it away and whatnot. You can just ditch cards in your hand when you normal summon it. Or not even when you normal summon it, but you can just ditch 2 cards in your hand to special summon D-Cube from your hand, deck, or graveyard when you have one of them onto the field. So you normal summon one. That one, it's actually counted as a Destiny Hero monster, and then discard 2 cards, and then you get 2 other D-Cubes, which is kind of sick. Great for link plays, as I already mentioned, and it's just a good card because it's counted as a Destiny Hero monster if it's normal summoned, so you can then use it for like mass change or something. Getting cards to the graveyard is actually quite important for a Destiny Hero deck. So ditching those 2 cards isn't often a bad thing. It can actually help you sometimes if it's like, say, a Malicious or in some cases a Celestial. It can be very useful to have them in the graveyard instead of the hand. So D-Cube, definitely a good card to run in the deck. I think it's underappreciated, honestly, in Destiny Hero decks. But that's just my opinion from how we've played the deck. But if you're going to run D-Cube, you definitely need to run 3 copies of the card. Next, I play 2 copies of Destiny Hero Celestial. This is a very nifty card just for draw power. So its effect reads, it has two effects, and the first one is that when the card declares an attack, you can then target a face-up spell your opponent controls and destroy it, and deal some direct damage. But the second one, or the second effect, is the one that I use the most. And it's if you have no cards in your hand and this card's in your graveyard, you can banish it along with another Destiny Hero monster and draw 2 cards. That card, it can't be the turn that card was sent to the graveyard. So that's a bit of a downside, but it's still a really good card just to get more cards into your hand. Oftentimes I'll set up plays where like I just try to get as many monsters onto the field, spill out my entire hand, so I have no cards, and then banish Celestial with another Destiny Hero monster, and draw 2 cards to kind of build onto my play. So Destiny Heroes is all about special summoning, and like using as many resources and getting as many resources as possible. So Destiny Hero Celestial really helps with the deck. It can also be special summoned by Drill Dart, which is quite useful. Next up, I play 2 copies of Destiny Hero Malicious. Oh yeah, and by the way, Celestial, I believe it comes with 1 Celestial per set. Yeah. It doesn't come with 2, just 1. Next off, I play double Destiny Hero Malicious. This card is semi-limited, which is why I can only play 2 copies. I would play 3 if I could. Each Legendary Hero deck set comes with 2 Maliciouses, but you'll get 1 Ultra Rare and 1 Common. So I just decided to pretty up my deck since I have 3. I did just decide to use another Ultra Rare Malicious. They look pretty cool. They've got a great effect just to help you get monsters and bodies onto the field. It reads, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 Destiny Hero Malicious from your deck. So if you have Drill Dark, you can normal summon Drill Dark, and then special summon Malicious from your hand. Link those 2 away for a link -2 monster. Banish the Malicious from your graveyard, and then special summon Malicious from your second Malicious from your deck, and then link 2 monster and Malicious away for a link 3 monster. Malicious, just a great card, just to get more guys onto the field. Next, I play double copy of Destiny Hero Dreamer. It's another one of those cards where you want it in your graveyard. It says, during damage calculation, if your Destiny Hero monster battles, and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, and if you do, your monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, you take no battle damage from that battle. If summoned this way, banish it from the field. So that's just another card you want to get to the graveyard, discard somehow, and it provides some nice protection for your Destiny Hero monsters. Next, I play the 1 copy of Destiny Hero Decider. This card is fairly useful in certain situations. It says, level 6 or higher monsters your opponent controls cannot target this card for attacks. You can only use each of the following effects of Destiny Hero Decider once per duel, which means that it only makes sense running 1 copy of the card. It says, if this card is normal special summon, you can add 1 hero monster from your graveyard to your hand during the end phase of this turn. And the second effect is, when a card or effect is activated that would inflict damage to you, while this card is in your graveyard, return this card to your hand, and if you do, make that effect damage to 0. So I mostly use the first effect, which allows you to add a hero monster from your deck to your hand, which can be very useful, just being able to search the deck and get what you need. Next, I play the 1 copy of Destiny Hero Disc Commander. Just another good card for draw power. I actually don't find myself special summoning him from the graveyard as much as I would like. That's probably something that I need to work on with my deck. Special summoning more from the graveyard, especially Disc Commander, because Disc Commander is only useful if you have him in your graveyard, and if you have a way to special summon him. Because if you special summon from the graveyard, except the turn he was sent there, you can draw 2 cards. You can only use that effect once per duel. So if you guys, I only have 2 real ways of special summoning him from the graveyard, 2 cards to special summon him, I believe. So if you guys want to run more cards that can special summon from the graveyard more easily, feel free to do it, and then you can kind of maximize Disc Commander or just replace them all together. That's really just your choice. I like running the 1 because it always gives me the option of drawing, and I think that's very important. If I do look over my deck again, I'll definitely try and find more ways to get him from the graveyard. Next I play the 1 copy of Destiny Hero Dyna Tag. Just another one of, and it's a useful card to have. It says during damage calculation, when you would take battle damage, quick effect, you can discard this card, make yourself take no battle damage from that battle, and then each players take 1,000 points of damage. And then you can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 Destiny Hero monster you control. It gains 1,000 attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. So that can be really useful just to add some more power to your Destiny Hero guys to take out some of your opponent's monsters. Now I'll move on to the main boss monster of this deck. Actually, there's a few, but this is like a boss monster that I really like. Destiny Hero Plasma. He's the main boss monster that I like to use. His effect reads as such: cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by attributing 3 monsters. Negate the effects of face-up monsters while your opponent controls them. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls. Equip that target to this card, a maximum of 1. This card gains attack equal to half the original attack of the monster equipped to it by the effect. So if your opponent has like a really powerful boss monster, if you can get Plasma onto the field, it both negates that boss monster's effects. So if he has immunity to being targeted by card effects or being destroyed by them, it doesn't matter because Destiny Hero Plasma negates the effect without targeting it, and then it can target it since its effects are negated. You can target it and like equip it to him, and then Plasma can gain some pretty serious attack from that. So a great boss monster for this deck. Next, for the non-Destiny Hero monsters, I run Double Shadow Mist. Great card for your mass change plays, and that's what you want to do for a lot of Destiny heroes, or at least that's how I like to play it. I like unlocking my masked heroes. Getting Dark Law into the field is definitely something that's great with this deck, so that's why I run Double Shadow Mist. Just really great for mass change plays. Next I play 1 elemental hero, Blazeman, and he's just good for searching polymerization to get your Destiny Hero fusion monsters. He's also good for he's also good for searching your Shadow Mist. And that's mostly what I use him for. Yeah, he doesn't really have any other... Oh, he's good for dumping Shadow Mist to the graveyard, which allows you to kind of unlock him better, get him out of the deck, and then you can search a hero monster thanks to Shadow Mist effect. He also gains the attribute of Shadow Mist and its attack and defense, so that can be useful for mass change plays. And finally, I run 2 copies of Summoner Monk. Just a great card to unlock your Shadow Mist. So you normal summon Summoner Monk, you get switched to the defense mode automatically. Discard a spell, then you can special summon Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist allows you to get Mass Change into Dark Law, and then you've got Dark Law and Summoner Monk onto the field, and that can be pretty powerful if you have some other ways to special summon. Dark Law is a pretty fun card to play with, so it's nice getting him onto the field along with and it's really easy if you have Summoner Monk, and another spell. So, great card to play. You can search more than just your Shadow Mist as well, but that's mainly what I use them for. Now onto the spell cards. I play Triple Destiny Draw. This is just a really great card. Helps you grab more cards from your deck at the price of just discarding one Destiny Hero monster. Or Destiny Hero card, I should say. It's really great because a lot of these cards you want in the graveyard, so discarding them can actually be positive for you. And then plus you get 2 cards, so just a really great card to have in your deck. Actually, I just realized, guys, I haven't been very consistent with telling you where, like, the quantity of cards you get in these Legendary Hero sets. I'll go through the video at the end and let you guys know. Next, I'll play Triple Mass Change. I love Dark Law and Yankee plays, and also I believe I play Koga as well. And I'll get into the extra deck. Mass Heroes are a lot of fun, and they can be incorporated fairly well into this Destiny Hero archetype. Next I play Double Polymerization. You have a few Destiny Hero Fusion monsters you want to get onto the field, so Polymerization, just a good way of getting those Fusion monsters onto the field. Unfortunately, I don't have Fusion Destiny, which, yeah, it doesn't come with the set, obviously, and I don't have it in my collection, so that's very unfortunate. But I hear, or at least from what I've seen, it's quite a good card to have. Now for my one of spells, I run 1 over Destiny. It just helps you special summon Destiny Hero monsters, unlock them from your deck. Usually you want to special summon them to like link away because they do get destroyed during the end phase. I'll play a single copy of Reinforcement of the Army. It just helps you search your deck. 1 Foolish Burial. You want Destiny Hero monsters in your graveyard as much as possible, generally. Just for extra draw power, I play 1 copy of Shard of Greed. It's a bit slow, but it still helps you get cards in your hand. I'll play 1 copy of the Dark City. It's the skyscraper of Destiny Hero deck, and it can be useful at times. I like just having it in my deck. And I have 1 copy of Monster Reborn. Just getting Destiny Hero monsters back from the graveyard is sometimes what you want. And it's just a really solid card overall. Now getting into the traps. I'll play double Destiny Signal. Just a great way to special summon Destiny Hero monsters from your deck. Then I'll play 1 Call of the Haunted. Just another way. So next off in the deck, I run 3 copies of Dcube. So I just have a secret rare Dcube that I pulled from my collection. But each set comes with 3 common Dcubes, so you have an abundance of them. They're just really useful for getting extra monsters onto the field for your link plays, and they have 2 effects. I'll read them out for you. Actually 3 technically. If this card is normal summoned, it is also treated as a Destiny Hero monster while face up on the field. You can only use each of the following effects of Dcube once per turn. Okay, we're gonna cut that. We're gonna restart with Dcubed.
So the zoom wasn't right there. Did you adjust the zoom?
No, I didn't do anything to the zoom.
Okay, then now we're good.
And then I run the 1 copy of Call of the Haunted. Just another way for you to revive your Destiny Heroes in the graveyard. Or just any monsters in the graveyard that you have that you want to special summon again. And then finally, I play the one copy of D-Fusion. It's a nice trap to have to fusion summon on your turn, and plus the fusion monster gets immunity, which is quite nice. So if your Destiny Hero monsters are about to be destroyed, it sometimes makes sense to fusion summon, and then you can get Destiny Hero fusion monster that's more powerful and that can't be destroyed by card effects or by battle this turn. Yeah, that's right. Card effects or battle this turn. Okay, so that's done for the main deck now. I'll get into the extra deck. So first off, I run 2 copies of Destiny Hero Dangerous. Really the easiest fusion monster to get onto the field. It's nice just to like get Destiny Hero monsters to the graveyard. And it's just very easy to get onto the field. You don't even need 2 Destiny Hero monsters. You can just use a Destiny Hero monster plus a Dark Effect monster. So even like Summoner Monk, for example, would work with this. Next, I play 2 copies of Destiny Hero Dystopia. This one requires 2 Destiny Hero monsters. It's more powerful than Dangerous in terms of attack and defense. And yeah, it's just a nice card to get onto the field. Its effects aren't too applicable, unfortunately, but it's just a fairly good card to get onto the field. Next off, I play the 1 copy of... Actually, wait. No, this one doesn't belong in here. I originally was playing Dogma before, but so I figured I would just throw in 1 Destiny and Dragoon in there, but I took out Dogma and instead added in an extra Plasma. But I still left that card in there for some reason, so my apologies. And I'll play 1 copy of Destiny Hero Dustopia. Just another nice fusion to get onto the field. Pretty good stats. Got a nice effect that protects the card on the field from being destroyed, so that's quite useful. Now for Masked Heroes. I play 1 copy of Masked Hero Anki. Pretty powerful Masked Hero guy. Good way to get direct attacks in and just do some direct damage. Plus, you can get another change quick play spell from your deck pretty easily with him. Next, I play 2 copies of Masked Hero Dark Law. It doesn't need much explanation. The banishing effect really counters a lot of graveyard burn decks. And then when they add a card from their deck to their hand, you can get them to discard 1 random card, or banish, sorry, a random card from their hand. Then I play 1 copy of Masked Hero Koga, and although I don't have any dark monsters, I have all dark monsters. I like playing Masked Hero Koga because I have 1 light monster, and that's Extra Hero Wonder Driver, and he can recycle your mass change cards. So it's very useful being able to recycle, set, and then switch out Wonder Driver for Koga. So that's just very useful. Then I play 2 copies of Extra Hero Wonder Driver. Great link monster to get onto the field. As I said, recycles your mass change cards. And 2 copies of Extra Hero Dread Decimator. Nice link 3 to get onto the field, and you can gain quite a bit of attack if you have a lot of hero monsters in your graveyard. And then finally, I play 1 copy of Unchained Abomination. As I said before, this deck relies a lot on getting monsters onto the field, making link summoning for higher link monsters not too great of a challenge. So Unchained Abomination is just a great card to get onto the field. I mentioned in previous videos, but I don't have a crazy amount of resources as far as link monsters go. That's something I really want to improve in the future. And definitely growing this channel will help me with that. but I definitely, regardless, want to just improve my arsenal of Link monsters, and just get better Link monsters. Unchained Abomination so far is the best, really, Link 4 Link monster I have that would go with this deck. So it's just a good way to destroy cards. But I'm definitely looking for better Link monsters and better, mainly Link monsters for my decks. So that's it for the deck profile, guys. I should be releasing my, what do I have next? I should have my Phantom Knights deck profile coming up next. And, oh yeah, I'll just go over quickly each set, how many of the cards come in each set. So 2 of the cards come in one set. You get 3 of these, 3 Dcubes. I'll just repeat that again. 2 Drill Darks, 3 Dcubes. You get 1 Celestial per. You get 2 Maliciouses per set. One Ultra Rare per set though. 1 Dreamer per set. You get 1 Decider. You get 1 Disc Commander. You get 1 Dyna Tag. You get 1 Plasma. You get 1 Shadow Mist. You get 1 Blazeman. You don't get any Summoner Monks. You need to put that in yourself. You get 2 Destiny Draws. You only get 1 Ultra Rare though. The other one is common. You get 2 Mass Change. You get 2 Polymerization, I believe. You get 1 Over Destiny, or maybe 2 even. I only used the 1 copy. I can't remember. I believe they give you a reinforcement of the army. They give you a Foolish Burial. The Shard of Greed I added in on my own. They give you a Dark City. They give you a Monster Reborn. They give you 1 Destiny Signal per set. The Call of the Haunted you have to add on your own. And they give you 2 Defusions, although I only run the 1 copy. And then for your extra deck, they give you 1 Dangerous, 1 Dystopia, 1 Dustopia, 1 Anki, 1 Dark Law. The Koga I added in myself. They give you 1 Wonder Driver, 1 Dread Decimator, and the Unchained Abomination I added in myself. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more. And I'll be releasing my Phantom Knights deck profile next. So stay tuned for that if you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, guys.